Hey everyone, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is talk about switching the filtration on my 5.5 gallon tanks. So right now what you're seeing on the walls are little bubbles, because I just did a water change, so don't freak out about that. It tends to happen when I do water changes. And the 5.5 gallon tanks are all filtered by this, these sponge filters right here in the back. And I've had really good success with them without any major issues. The only thing is lately, for some reason, I can't tell why, and it might be because these filters are now going on about a year old. Maybe a year. Might be a little bit more than a year. But the bottom part of them, down here, keeps clogging up with debris, and I have to keep taking them apart and cleaning them between every water change because the air bubbles that are coming out are not breaking up into small bubbles. They're staying as either large bubbles or being clogged up fully that the air is coming out through the actual sponge part. And that gets really annoying. So cleaning them up takes about an extra half an hour whenever I do the water changes, and I do my water changes every week, and I'm trying to reduce the amount of time that would take. So I've been thinking about other alternatives, and I want to do something similar to what I have in the 30 gallon tank. I don't know how well you could see since the tank has a black background as well, but right in here, if I could turn up the brightness a bit. So right in there, there's a Matten filter. Probably see it better from the top. And this probably doesn't do a super crazy amount of filtration because I do have a canister right down there, but it also adds additional filtration. I like having that there just because it has a surface area for all the bacteria to grow on. And I thought, why don't I do something similar for these tanks? And in the back, so pretend this is the back, have a Matten filter there as well. So I found these online. So these are aquarium biochemical cotton filter foam fish tank sponge, and they're 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters by 2.5 centimeters, which works out to about 20 inches by 20 inches by an inch thick. So I plan on using them in these 4 tanks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then using the back part, the lift from these, and customizing it to be the lift for this, since this does not come with the lift, it's just strictly the sponge. And this is an awesome deal. So these are $3.18 each. The shipping does take quite a bit. It says if I order it now, it'll arrive between August 11th and September 1st. I do have time, so with a deal like this, I can't pass it over. I've seen others that go for the original price of $12.99. So I'm going to put a link for this in the description below as well for anyone that's interested in going this route. My only challenge is going to be in the shrimp tank. So as you saw in the beginning, most of my shrimp are buried. And there's also a lot of shrimplets in this tank. And what I have to do is, to do the change, I have to actually take the tank apart, put the filter in the back, and make sure nothing is behind it. So that's going to be my only challenge. And I have to run the current sponge filters with the Matten filter until those guys actually get cycled as well and have some bacteria growth on them. Then I can remove the sponge filter and finish the build on those. So that's something that's going to be coming up in the future when I get these. My phone is having quite a bit of difficulty focusing with the light, so I have to keep actually manually doing it. It's a little bit of annoying. So yeah, that's what we got right now going on. Nothing too crazy. The koi guppies, the fry are doing really well. Again with the crazy autofocus right there. So these guys are doing really nice. I have lost a few, but that's given. So we have 6 in here, 3 in this one, and 5 in that one. I have to divide them up again. This one lost the most, so I have to move some from the right into the middle. And I believe one down here has a bent spine, but it's really difficult to tell. So I'm going to wait until he grows up a little bit more before I call him out. Again, this really, every time I try focusing on something, it really messes up the brightness. So check out those settings. So that's what we got. I have a link for those in the description for anyone that's interested. Definitely check that out. Alright guys, until next time, and have a good one.